Virgos operate with a mindset of analysis, organization, and meticulous planning. Disorder, negligence, and outright chaos are simply not tolerated within their sphere of influence. This earth sign possesses a level of observation, efficiency, and dedication that often surpasses initial perceptions. While their external demeanor might suggest a critical nature, it is rooted in a deep-seated desire to be of service, guided by a system intently focused on achieving perfection. Today, we will explore the core reasons why disrespecting a Virgo's inherent nature can trigger unforeseen consequences. Embrace this thought. Respect Virgo, foster organization, safeguard my own system. Let this resonate as we move forward. We invite you to share your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. We are eager to hear your perspectives on this fascinating sign. In this video, we will uncover the critical aspects of the Virgo personality, explaining why their dedication to order and efficiency is not just a preference, but a fundamental aspect of their being, and what happens when this is disregarded. We will also examine how their analytical nature and commitment to service impact the world around them. If you are finding this exploration insightful, please show your appreciation with a like and consider subscribing if you are new to our community. We warmly welcome you and are thrilled to have you join us as we continue unraveling the intricacies of the Virgo personality and the delicate balance they maintain. Let's delve into the first key reason why you should always respect a Virgo. Virgos are profoundly dedicated to service and possess a genuine desire to assist others, often going above and beyond to ensure tasks are completed to the highest standard. Their commitment to efficiency and quality is not merely a professional attribute. It is deeply ingrained in their approach to life. They derive immense satisfaction from contributing meaningfully and ensuring that processes are streamlined and effective for everyone involved. This dedication often translates into meticulous work, thorough planning, and an unwavering focus on achieving optimal outcomes. However, when this dedication is undervalued or worse, completely ignored, the impact can be significant, and not just for the Virgo. The universe, in its own way, has a peculiar method of restoring balance. When a Virgo's impeccable service is met with indifference or disrespect, the very efficiency they champion often seems to vanish from the offender's life. Suddenly, tasks that were once simple become convoluted, projects face inexplicable delays, and the smooth flow of daily routines is disrupted by unforeseen obstacles. Consider a scenario where a Virgo colleague meticulously prepares a presentation, ensuring every detail is accurate and clearly presented, only for their efforts to be dismissed in a cursory manner by a superior. The consequence might not be immediate, but subtly, projects under that superior's management could start experiencing setbacks, deadlines missed, resources mismanaged, and overall inefficiency creeping into the team's workflow. It's as if the universe mirrors the disrespect shown to the Virgo's dedication by introducing inefficiency into the offender's domain. This is not about vindictiveness. It is about the natural order of things. Virgos invest their energy in creating systems that work, in optimizing processes, and in providing reliable support. To disregard this investment is to disrupt a finely tuned mechanism. The universe, in response, often recalibrates by introducing the very chaos and inefficiency that Virgos work so diligently to prevent. It's a subtle yet potent reminder of the value of recognizing and respecting dedicated effort. Ultimately, appreciating a Virgo's dedication is not just about being polite, it's about maintaining a harmonious and efficient environment. Ignoring their contributions can inadvertently invite inefficiency and disorder into your own sphere of influence. Recognizing and valuing their commitment, therefore, is a pragmatic approach to ensuring smoother operations and avoiding unnecessary complications in the long run. Virgos possess an exceptional analytical ability, allowing them to swiftly identify potential problems and devise effective solutions with remarkable clarity. This keen eye for detail and systematic thinking enables them to pinpoint inefficiencies and foresee complications that might be easily overlooked by others. Their constructive criticism is not intended to be negative or fault-finding, but rather a valuable contribution aimed at improving processes and preventing future issues. They approach problem-solving with a practical mindset, focusing on logical steps and workable strategies to achieve the best possible outcome. When a Virgo offers constructive criticism, it stems from a place of genuine helpfulness and a desire to enhance the situation. They have meticulously assessed the situation, identified potential pitfalls, and formulated solutions based on their analytical prowess. However, when these well-reasoned critiques are disregarded or dismissed without due consideration, the consequences can be more impactful than one might initially anticipate. Ignoring a Virgo's analysis is not just overlooking their opinion. It's rejecting a carefully considered and often accurate prediction of potential problems. The repercussions of ignoring Virgo's constructive input are rarely explosive or dramatic. Instead, they tend to manifest gradually and systematically, almost imperceptibly at first. Imagine a Virgo pointing out a flaw in a project plan, suggesting a minor adjustment to avoid a potential bottleneck later on. If this advice is ignored, the project might proceed initially without incident, seemingly proving the Virgo wrong. However, as the project progresses, the predicted bottleneck materializes, causing delays, increased costs, and ultimately, less satisfactory outcome. This gradual descent into failure is often characterized by a series of small, seemingly unrelated issues that accumulate over time. Each ignored piece of advice from the Virgo acts as a missed opportunity to correct course, leading to a compounding effect of errors and inefficiencies. The failure is not sudden and catastrophic, but rather a slow and steady erosion of quality and effectiveness. Precisely as the Virgo had foreseen, it's a quiet form of consequence, yet undeniably impactful in its eventual manifestation. Therefore, heeding a Virgo's analytical insights and constructive criticism is not merely a matter of politeness or acknowledging their intelligence. It is a practical strategy for avoiding foreseeable problems and ensuring smoother, more successful outcomes. Dismissing their analysis is akin to ignoring a weather forecast and then being surprised by the storm. Respecting their perspective and considering their advice is a prudent approach to navigating challenges and achieving lasting success, ultimately preventing the subtle but inevitable slide into failure. For Virgos, organization isn't just a preference, it's a fundamental necessity. Their minds operate best within structured environments, where every item has its place and every task follows a logical progression. This inherent need for order extends into all facets of their lives, from their workspaces to their personal schedules. Imagine a meticulously crafted machine, each gear and lever perfectly positioned for optimal performance. This machine represents the Virgo's internal system, and organization is the oil that keeps it running smoothly. To disrupt a Virgo's system of organization is to introduce chaos into their world. It's akin to throwing a wrench into that finely tuned machine, causing gears to grind and the entire mechanism to falter. This isn't merely about misplaced papers or a messy desk. It's a deeper violation of their internal equilibrium. When their carefully constructed order is dismantled, Virgos experience a profound sense of disorientation, as if the very ground beneath them has shifted. The predictable rhythm of their lives becomes erratic, replaced by a sense of unease and instability. The impact of this disruption can be surprisingly far-reaching. For those who carelessly dismantle a Virgo's organized system, the consequences can manifest as unpredictable chaos in their own lives. It's as if the universe mirrors the disorder they've inflicted, reflecting it back upon them in unexpected ways. Tasks that were once simple become convoluted, schedules fall apart, and a general sense of things being out of whack pervades their daily existence. This chaotic feedback serves as a stark reminder of the value of respecting a Virgo's need for order. Recovering from the destruction of their organizational system is no small feat for a Virgo. It requires a significant expenditure of energy to rebuild and restore the equilibrium that was so carelessly shattered. Think of it as painstakingly piecing together a complex puzzle after someone has scattered the pieces. The process is often frustrating and time-consuming, demanding immense focus and patience. This arduous task further underscores the importance of respecting and valuing the organizational efforts of a Virgo in the first place. For those who disrespect a Virgo's organization, the resulting chaos they experience is not just a random occurrence, it's a direct consequence of their actions. It's a subtle yet potent lesson in the interconnectedness of actions and reactions. By disrupting the order that is so vital to a Virgo, they inadvertently invite disorder into their own lives. This unpredictable chaos serves as a constant, nagging reminder of their disrespect and the disruption they caused, a chaotic echo of their inconsiderate behavior. Efficiency is the lifeblood of a Virgo. They are masters of optimization, constantly seeking the most streamlined and effective way to accomplish any task. This isn't just about saving time, it's about maximizing resources and minimizing waste. In all its forms, Virgos possess an innate drive to create smooth, well-oiled systems where every action contributes directly to the desired outcome. They thrive in environments where processes are logical, redundancies are eliminated, and productivity is maximized. Interrupting a Virgo's carefully crafted flow of efficiency is akin to jamming a spoke in the wheel of a perfectly rolling bicycle. Suddenly, the smooth momentum is halted, replaced by friction and resistance. This interruption creates a profound sense of frustration for the Virgo as they witness their carefully optimized system grind to a halt. It's not just about the immediate delay. It's the awareness of wasted potential, the feeling of unnecessary obstacles impeding progress. For those who disrupt a Virgo's efficient workflow, the universe often responds with a dose of endless waste in their own lives. This waste can manifest in various forms, from wasted time and resources to wasted effort and opportunities. Tasks that should be simple become drawn out and inefficient. Projects stall due to unnecessary complications, and a general sense of stagnation pervades their endeavors. This experience of constant waste serves as a mirror reflecting the inefficiency they inflicted upon the Virgo. The feeling of wastefulness when a Virgo's efficiency is disregarded is deeply unsettling for them. It's a direct contradiction to their core values and their inherent drive to optimize. Witnessing inefficiency not only frustrates them, but also triggers a sense of unease, as if something fundamentally important is being squandered. This emotional response highlights the depth of their commitment to efficiency and the significance it holds in their overall sense of well-being and purpose. Those who disrespect a Virgo's efficiency by creating unnecessary obstacles or disregarding their optimized processes may find their own lives becoming consumed by endless waste. It's a subtle but persistent form of karmic feedback, where the inefficiency they inflict on others returns to them in kind. This experience of constant waste serves as a lasting lesson, underscoring the importance of valuing and respecting the Virgo's dedication to efficiency and optimized workflows, lest they find themselves drowning in a sea of their own making. Virgos possess an extraordinary ability to notice even the most minute details. This meticulous attention to detail is not just a quirk, it's a fundamental aspect of their cognitive processing. They see patterns and nuances that often escape others, allowing them to identify potential problems and ensure accuracy in all their endeavors. This precise eye is a valuable asset, enabling them to catch errors, anticipate issues, and maintain a high standard of quality in their work and surroundings. To disregard a Virgo's attention to detail is to dismiss a crucial layer of insight and foresight. It's akin to ignoring a vital warning sign or overlooking a critical piece of information. When their detailed observations are brushed aside, Virgos experience a sense of being undervalued and misunderstood. It's not just about being correct. It's about the frustration of knowing that a preventable error is being allowed to proceed, simply because their detailed input was not given due consideration. For those who disregard a Virgo's precise eye for detail, The universe often responds by allowing errors to become persistent and difficult to correct in their own lives. These errors may start small and seemingly insignificant, but they have a tendency to snowball and become increasingly problematic over time. Mistakes that could have been easily avoided through attention to detail become entrenched, requiring significant effort and resources to rectify later on. This persistence of errors serves as a direct consequence of neglecting the Virgo's valuable insight. The weight of persistent errors, resulting from disregarded details, becomes a burden for those who dismiss the Virgo's input. These errors are not easily dismissed. They linger, causing ongoing frustrations and requiring constant attention. It's as if the universe is ensuring that they feel the full impact of their oversight, forcing them to grapple with the consequences of their inattentiveness. This burden serves as a constant reminder of the importance of valuing and heeding the Virgo's detailed observations. Those who disrespect a Virgo's attention to detail by dismissing their insights or ignoring their warnings about potential errors may find themselves systematically carrying the weight of these persistent errors. It's a form of cosmic accountability, where the errors they allowed to fester through negligence become their own responsibility to manage and rectify. This persistent burden serves as a lasting lesson, highlighting the value of respecting and utilizing the Virgo's meticulous eye for detail, lest they be forced to bear the heavy consequences of overlooking the small things that truly matter. Virgos possess a remarkable ability to cut through complexity and identify the most sensible, down-to-earth solutions. They are not drawn to elaborate schemes or convoluted thinking. Instead, their minds naturally gravitate toward what is functional and effective. When a Virgo presents a solution, it is often the result of careful consideration and a pragmatic assessment of the situation. This inherent practicality is a valuable asset, a compass pointing towards the most direct path forward. To disregard a Virgo's practical advice is to willingly choose a more difficult route. It's like ignoring a clear signpost and opting for a winding, overgrown path. Their suggestions are grounded in reality, born from a desire to streamline and simplify. Rejecting this practicality introduces unnecessary hurdles and complexities. What could have been straightforward becomes tangled, and what should have been simple morphs into something cumbersome. This rejection doesn't just affect the immediate situation, it sets in motion a chain of complications. Ignoring a Virgo's practical approach often leads to wasted time, resources, and energy. Tasks that could have been resolved efficiently become drawn-out ordeals. The initial dismissal of their logical solution acts as a catalyst, initiating a cascade of minor issues that accumulate into a significant headache. Life, for those who consistently disregard Virgo practicality, becomes an exercise in navigating self-imposed obstacles. They find themselves constantly battling against problems that could have been easily avoided by heeding the Virgo's sensible advice. It's a cycle of unnecessary struggles, a testament to the consequences of overlooking simple, effective solutions in favor of more convoluted approaches. The universe, in its own way, ensures that impracticality breeds further impracticality. Ultimately, dismissing a Virgo's practicality is an act of self-sabotage. It's a choice to embrace complication when simplicity is readily available. The lesson is clear. Listen to the voice of reason, appreciate the value of straightforward solutions, and avoid the tangled web of unnecessary complications that arise from rejecting Virgo's grounded perspective. Embrace practicality, and life flows with greater ease. Honesty is a cornerstone of the Virgo character. They value truth and precision, not just in their work and systems, but also in their communication and interactions. A Virgo's honesty is not impulsive or careless. It is carefully considered, analyzed, and delivered with intention. They weigh their words, ensuring they are both accurate and helpful. This commitment to truthful expression stems from their desire for clarity and order in all things, including their relationships. To distort or manipulate a Virgo's honesty is to tamper with a carefully calibrated instrument. It's an attempt to muddy clear waters and introduce falsehood into a system built on truth. When confronted with dishonesty, especially concerning their own analyzed truth, Virgos experience a profound sense of dissonance. Their internal compass, finely tuned to accuracy, registers the disruption. This act of distortion is not easily overlooked or forgiven. The consequence of twisting a Virgo's honest words is not immediate, fiery anger, but a more insidious form of retribution, mental confusion. For the one who distorts the truth, clarity begins to fade. The ability to see situations objectively becomes clouded. Decisions become harder to make, and the path forward becomes obscured by a fog of uncertainty. This confusion is a direct result of disrupting the Virgo's pursuit of clarity and truth. This mental fog is not a fleeting state. It becomes a persistent companion. The individual who manipulates Virgo honesty finds their own thoughts becoming less organized, less coherent. The very precision they sought to undermine in the Virgo's truthfulness now eludes them in their own thinking. It's as if the universe mirrors back the distortion, reflecting it inward and creating a state of internal disarray. In essence, playing fast and loose with a Virgo's honesty invites mental chaos into one's own life. Truth, for a Virgo, is not just a virtue. It's a foundational principle for navigating the world. To disrespect this principle is to invite disorientation and uncertainty. Value the Virgo's commitment to truth, and clarity will prevail. Distort it and prepare to lose your own way in a maze of mental confusion. Virgos are renowned for their diligent work ethic. They approach tasks with dedication, meticulousness, and a commitment to seeing things through to completion. Their effort is not flashy or attention-seeking. It is consistent, reliable, and focused on achieving tangible results. They understand the value of sustained effort and take pride in the quality of their work. This dedication forms the bedrock of their accomplishments and their contributions to any endeavor. To despise a Virgo's hard work is to disregard a fundamental principle of achievement. It's to undervalue the very foundation upon which success is built. When Virgo's dedicated effort is met with disdain or contempt, it sends a signal into the universe that diligence is not appreciated. This disrespect doesn't just offend the Virgo, it disrupts the natural order where effort and reward are connected. The backlash for despising Virgo hard work manifests not as a dramatic collapse, but as a subtle, unexpected failure. Projects that once seemed promising begin to falter. Opportunities that appeared within reach suddenly slip away. It's a quiet unraveling, a series of minor setbacks that accumulate into a significant downturn. This failure is often unforeseen because it stems from an underestimation of the power of consistent, dedicated effort. Success, for those who scorn Virgo's work ethic, becomes increasingly elusive. The very qualities they dismissed, diligence, attention to detail, perseverance, are the very qualities that pave the path to accomplishment. By devaluing these traits, they inadvertently sabotage their own chances of achieving their goals. It's a lesson in unintended consequences, a demonstration that true success is rarely achieved without the kind of steadfast effort Virgos embody. Ultimately, appreciating and respecting Virgo's hard work is not just about acknowledging their individual contributions. It's about recognizing the universal principle that sustained effort yields positive outcomes. To despise their dedication is to invite unexpected setbacks and to make the path to success considerably more difficult. Value hard work, honor dedication, and understand that consistent effort, like that of a Virgo, is a powerful force in the world. Virgos possess a genuine desire to assist, often extending a hand with practical solutions to those around them. They analyze situations and offer support that is grounded in reality and designed to truly resolve issues. This helpful nature is not born from a need for praise, but rather from a deep-seated wish to see things function smoothly and efficiently for everyone involved. They observe needs that others might overlook and step in with thoughtful, actionable advice. Ignoring a Virgo's offer of help is not merely a social misstep. It is a rejection of a carefully considered solution. When their outstretched hand is waved away, the universe takes note of this dismissal of practical wisdom. The consequences are not immediate fireworks, but a gradual unfolding of unmet needs. Situations that could have been easily resolved through Virgo insight become unnecessarily complicated and drawn out. The person who disregards Virgo assistance will find themselves facing problems that linger and worsen. Simple tasks that could have been streamlined become sources of frustration and delay. Opportunities for efficient solutions are missed, leading to a sense of being perpetually behind and struggling to catch up. The absence of Virgo's helpful hand becomes increasingly apparent as needs remain unmet and unresolved. This isn't about petty revenge, but about the natural order of things. Virgos offer help to create a better functioning environment, and rejecting this contribution disrupts that potential harmony. The universe, in its balanced way, reflects this disruption back onto the one who refused assistance. They will experience the very lack of solutions they initially dismissed. Ultimately, ignoring a Virgo's helpfulness leads to a self-inflicted wound. The unmet needs that arise are a direct result of rejecting practical support. By turning away from a Virgo's offer, one essentially chooses to navigate life with unnecessary difficulties and unresolved issues, constantly searching for solutions that were readily available all along. Virgos are often driven by a vision of perfection, a desire to achieve an ideal state in their work and surroundings. This pursuit is not about unattainable fantasy, but about striving for the highest possible standard within the realm of reality. They meticulously work towards this ideal, paying close attention to detail and refining processes to reach their envisioned outcome. This dedication to excellence is a core element of their nature. Ridicule directed at a Virgo's pursuit of perfection is deeply felt, striking at the heart of their values and efforts. Dismissing their ideals as unrealistic or excessive is not just criticism. It's a devaluation of their hard work and dedication. This kind of disrespect is perceived as an attack on their fundamental drive to create order and improve things, a drive that is intrinsically linked to their sense of purpose. The universe responds to this mockery of Virgo's ideals by revealing the imperfections of the offender. The very flaws and shortcomings that Virgos strive to eliminate become glaringly apparent in the life of the one who scorns their pursuit of perfection. It's as if the act of ridiculing excellence opens a door to the messy realities that Virgos work so diligently to avoid. This exposure of imperfection isn't a targeted punishment, but a natural consequence of disrespecting the principle of striving for betterment. By mocking the desire for improvement, the offender inadvertently invites disorder and flaws into their own experience. The universe simply reflects back the lack of value placed on perfection by showcasing the opposite, evident imperfection. The end, ridiculing a Virgo's pursuit of perfection serves only to highlight the offender's own shortcomings. The ideal that was mocked becomes a stark contrast to the imperfections that are now brought to light. By devaluing the effort to achieve excellence, one ultimately ends up facing a world where flaws are more pronounced and harder to ignore, a world that lacks the refined order Virgos so diligently seek. Humility is a defining characteristic of many Virgos, often expressed through a willingness to serve and support others without demanding recognition. They take quiet satisfaction in contributing to the smooth functioning of things and are often content to work behind the scenes, ensuring everything runs efficiently. This unassuming nature is not a sign of weakness, but rather a strength rooted in genuine helpfulness. Exploiting a Virgo's humility is a grave misstep, a betrayal of their giving nature. Taking advantage of their willingness to serve, or assuming their helpfulness is a sign of being subservient, is a profound misunderstanding of their character. This exploitation is not just unkind, it disrupts the natural flow of reciprocity and respect that underpins healthy interactions. The universe responds to this exploitation by withholding the very service and support that the offender has taken for granted. The unreciprocated effort becomes a reflection of the imbalance created by their actions. It's not about revenge, but about the natural consequence of disrupting a system built on mutual respect and balanced giving. The person who exploits Virgo humility will find themselves in situations where their own needs are unmet and their efforts are unsupported. The help they assumed would always be available mysteriously disappears. Tasks become harder, burdens heavier, and the smooth assistance they relied on vanishes, leaving them to navigate challenges alone. Ultimately, exploiting a Virgo's humility leads to self-reliance in a harsh and isolating way. The unreciprocated service serves as a constant reminder of the balance that was disrupted. By taking advantage of Virgo's giving nature, one inadvertently creates a world where support is scarce and assistance is no longer freely offered, forcing them to face challenges without the help they once so readily received. The 12 points explored reveal a consistent truth. Disrespecting a Virgo's core values sets off a chain of consequences that ultimately impact the offender. From ignoring their helpfulness to ridiculing their pursuit of perfection, each act of disrespect disrupts a carefully constructed system of order and efficiency. This disruption is not met with explosive anger, but with a subtle yet potent shift in the universal balance. The consequences are not arbitrary punishments, but rather logical outcomes of disrupting the natural order that Virgos strive to maintain. By dismissing their dedication, efficiency, and attention to detail, one invites inefficiency, disorder, and errors into their own life. The universe, in its impartial way, simply reflects back the chaos that is unleashed when Virgo's principles are disregarded. Respecting Virgos is not about blind admiration, but about acknowledging the vital role they play in creating functional and harmonious environments. Their dedication to organization, their pursuit of efficiency, and their commitment to hard work are not just personal quirks. They are essential elements for a smoothly operating world. Valuing these qualities benefits everyone, including oneself. To avoid the subtle yet pervasive chaos that follows disrespecting a Virgo, the path is clear. Appreciate their organizational skills, value their efficiency, and acknowledge their hard work. Embrace the order they bring and recognize the importance of their meticulous approach. By respecting Virgo principles, you contribute to a more balanced and efficient world, and in turn, create a smoother, more organized life for yourself. In conclusion, heed this caution. Respect the Virgo system. Promote organization, value efficiency, and protect the principles of order. By doing so, you not only avoid the subtle disruptions outlined, but you also cultivate a more harmonious and productive existence for all. Choose order, choose respect, choose to value the Virgo way.